Yes, it is that time again, people. We are going to be doing another photo. If you are just tuning in, my name is David, James Visuals, and I, so far, have been making editing tutorials on YouTube. And so, if this is your first time, welcome. Thanks for watching. I would recommend go check out some of the other videos where I edit a bunch of other wedding photos and kind of go through my style and a bunch of stuff you'll learn and yada, yada, yada. So I want to try to keep this quick and nice and short. I say that every time, but I'm going to try this time to keep it maybe under 8 minutes. I apologize if I don't. So this was a photo I took about a year ago. It was a really cool couple. We were shooting in Portland, Oregon. And this was only at about 10 o'clock at night, so there were cars, but we just found a good amount of time where there was no cars, when there was no cars, and we ran out there, set up these two flashes, and, you know, I told them ahead of time what we wanted them to do, obviously not out in the street. You know, the dip, not everybody can master the first time, but so we took a couple shots, and this was the very last one I took. And I really like it. They loved it. It turned out really great. So there were a couple police that came by, and I just used I'm a photographer shooting for a magazine, GQ or something like that, and they usually were just like, okay, you know, you're good. And then I'd give them a donut, and they'd leave. So if you're ever in a pickle, just carry a donut in your camera bag, and you will be a-okay. That is your pass to do whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to reset this. And it doesn't look that good. It looks pretty flat. And like I say a lot, it's because it's obviously raw. It doesn't look, you know, very appeasing yet. But that can be intimidating. So let's see what we can do to make this look better. To get some stuff out of the way, I think I shot this still with my 5D Mark II, 640 on the ISO, and this was Canon 16 to 35 wide angle. Shot it at f4 and at 1/60th of a second, just to kind of get more of that little ambient light in. So, and these flashes, real quick. I think they were Yongnuo 560s, and they're probably at like half power each. And then for my main light that was hitting them, I think I had about probably another Yongnuo and a softbox, and I had my assistant kind of hanging it over them, and that lit them up well enough. So I'm going to start with white balance. I'm going to grab the white balance brush, or W on a Mac, and I'm just going to kind of start clicking on some spots. And that looks okay. It's a little blue. Whatever, we'll start with that, and then we're just going to warm it up and see what we like. And that's pretty good right there. I'm going to add a little bit more magenta. It's a little on the green side. That's pretty good. Exposure, I'm going to probably leave it where it's at right now. Shadows, I'm going to throw them down. Blacks, let's go throw some more in there. Starting to look already a lot better. If we just see what it looked like before, you can already see it's quite a big difference. And we've only made about 4 adjustments. So, I mean, you know, there's your preset right there, and then you go from there and make minor adjustments. But obviously there's a lot more I want to do with this photo. So clarity, I'm going to use a little. I don't want to use too much. It kind of will make them look a little too metallic-y if you throw it up too much like that. So I'm going to do 5. Vibrance, I'm going to throw up probably a lot. Probably, let's see, 29. That's good enough. Saturation I won't touch. I'm going to go back up here and do contrast too. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's go down here. There's not really any colors I want to throw out yet. I might sharpen it just a smidge, and I'm going to play with magenta. I kind of want to isolate them a lot in this frame, and I like that. Let's go back off a little. That's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's go back up here now. I'm going to grab a brush, and I'm going to start just going over all this grate, all this huge bridge, and I'm going to throw up the clarity a lot. If you watch any of my other videos, you know I'm a big avid believer in clarity. I really do like it. So clarity, I'm going to leave it about 66. Saturation, I'm going to throw it up just a smidge. That's probably good. I'm going to back this exposure off. I don't want it to be too distracting. That's good enough for me. I'm going to grab another brush. I really love these huge bars for the bridge and beams. And so I'm going to try to accentuate them a little bit more and just kind of roughly go over some of them like so. And we'll see what we can do with them. Take your time if you're going to do this. I'm going to just try to keep this short. I'm going to turn the exposure off on those. Clarity, and I'm going to grab the saturation. Same thing. Clarity, I'm going to bring it down just a smidge. I don't want them too distracting. And that is okay. I'm going to bring the exposure down just a bit. That's okay. Cool, cool, cool. I'm going to grab another brush, and we're going to start working on them. The photo's a little hazy. I think it's because all the flare coming into my lens. 16 to 35 happens to just love flare when you shoot flash at it. Obviously, most lenses will, but 16 to 35 seem to have it a lot more. So I'm going to grab a brush and kill all these. And I'm going to work on these dark spots. I kind of want them to be dead. And I don't really want any tonal value in these, and that looks better already. Maybe get the leg a little bit. Ooh, no, do not do that. And I'm going to tone this down even more. It's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm going to grab another brush. One thing I noticed when I edited this photo about a year ago is she kind of looks pale. And I think it's because it's a combination of her shirt, her skin, and her hair. They're all kind of the same color. And so let's try to change that a little. I'm going to grab a brush, go over her hair, clear everything. Come on. And I'm just going to bring up the temperature a little, just a smidge. And that's going to kind of make it look more blonde like it really was. And that looks pretty good. So I'm going to leave that. Grab a new brush. Going to go over her face and maybe his. And I'm going to grab magenta and throw it up just a smidge. Maybe to grab a little more life into their face, a little bit more reds, and we'll zoom out and see what that looks like. That's looking good already. In fact, I'm pretty happy with that. Last thing I'm going to do, grab a gradient brush. Going to drag it from the bottom right to where their feet are. And actually, I'm gonna grab the exposure down just a little bit. I want it to these lines to really lead toward them. I don't want the obviously this to be the main center of attention, and so I don't want it to be too bright. So I'm gonna kill it a little, straighten it out. My computer's nice and twitchy right now when I'm recording both audio and video. So okay. That's pretty good. Up here, I might lighten it up a little more, but for sake of time, I'm gonna leave it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna do it right now. I think we're probably under 9 minutes, right? Let's see what we can do. And that looks awful. Yeah, that's not too bad. So let's see. What if we bring this up? No. Maybe a little bit less. That's better. Let's just leave that. So let's check the overall. Is this a little bit tilted? It's kind of hard to tell. I will probably crop it just a little bit. Put them kind of more right in the middle. And it doesn't look straight. My eyes are playing games with me. That's not good yet. Come on. Indecisive photographer problems. Hashtag that. Come on. Let's go. Oh, gosh. My computer's broken. Hit the brake. Come on. Okay, well. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I'm going to reset this crop because my computer's freaking out. And I'm just going to leave it like that. You get the point. So hopefully I kept that pretty short. Thanks for watching, guys. Like the video. Subscribe. Go to the old Facebook. Facebook.com/DavidJamesVisuals. Go to the website where I have free presets. And all that fun jazz. And thanks for watching. Leave a great comment at the bottom of this video. Ask some questions, and I'll be glad to answer them if I have time. Thanks, guys.